Welcome, everyone! Hi, everybody! Your professor is here, SpaceyBat will tell you at your service, and, VTuber SummerSlam is over. Hold on. I need to,
My stones! We have a new record!
Okay. So I don't have to worry about that until next year, but thank you to everybody who donated this year. In total, we raised, like, almost $440,000 for charity. So that's really cool. Rental dude. Oh my gosh, Epps, thank you so much for 40 months. Thank you for your support. It's so cool. Also, one of my friends just DM'd me and said that they're in the UK now. And I'm like, what? What? In this heat? My goodness. Yeah, sorry about the wait. I had some last minute work stuff come up. I had to help one of my colleagues. But it's all good now. Oh my gosh, blows up. Thank you for 32 months, Edge Drive. Yeah. Well, it's been a hot week. And I say that in more than one way, but yeah, hopefully by now a lot more people have played through Deltarune Chapter 5. So we shouldn't be able to worry as much about spoilers. So I have a question for you all. In terms of collecting the pink coins, can I do it in 3 hours and still beat the game? The stream? That's pretty much all I have, because like, I most likely won't be able to stream tomorrow because I've been invited to 4th of July, like, pre-dinner, I guess? Because the actual 4th of July is going to be too crazy for us, so Mama Spacey, Grandma Spacey, and I are going to dine out tomorrow instead. The pink coins aren't time-consuming to collect. You can? Okay, that's good. Especially because I do not mind if y'all backseat me in terms of the pink coin locations. If you know where you're going, you can probably do it in like an hour and 30 minutes maximum. Ah, I see. More manageable heat? That's good to know. I have a heat warning for my area that's in effect until July 7th. But it honestly isn't really that bad. Can always use a guide. My underwings are my guide. You all are my guide. You're my guiding light in this dark world. Much love. Sorry, I didn't get a lot of sleep, because, around, like, 3 in the morning, Paige woke me up to want to go to the bathroom outside. And I went to the front door, and I saw that, Sammy had already crapped himself in front of the door. But he doesn't warn me anymore when he needs to go. Only Paige does. So I'm like, oh no. So I let them both out, and then I clean up the mess. That takes me like a good 10 minutes to scrub it out of the carpet. And on top of that, like earlier that day before I went to bed, Paige had another seizure.
What the dog doing?
Thankfully, Mama Spacey was there to help me with her. And it was over, at least it was over a lot more quickly this time around than last time. Last time it took her like a couple hours to come out of it. But this time it was quicker. I think it must have been like the hot weather, because like we still need to let them outside to go potty, but it's quite hot outside. I guess. At least I hope it's not gonna happen too often for her. But yeah, she woke me up at 3 to probably tell me that not only does she need to go to the bathroom, but Sammy crapped himself. So that was a thing, and then I got woken up by Paige again early this morning. Thankfully it was not specifically to go to the bathroom, it was because Grandma Spacey left the house early to clean Grandma Spacey's camper. And whenever Grandma Spacey leaves the house, Paige assumes that she's leaving forever, so she runs to get me so that we can go find her. 29 days of rain in a row for you? Oh my goodness. That's nuts. That's like... kind of reminds me of some of the past years that we've had over here, where, like, it's a very rainy part of the state. But... yeah, I'm doing my best to pull through, despite my lack of sleep. Well, yeah, without further ado, I think we should get started with the chapter, and then we'll do what we can to find those coins. Okay, let me get down. Yeah. Why, hello there. Lack of sleep due to cough? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Deltarune. Yeah, well, so one of my friends brought up a good point, because every version of Deltarune is a separate game file, and it has its own code base. And I assume that's done so that whenever they make, like, sweeping changes to anything in later chapters, it will not affect any of the earlier chapters or introduce bugs or anything like that. So, in a way, every Deltarune chapter is a different game entirely. So we've gotten 5 Deltarune games so far. And we're playing Deltarune 5, technically. It kind of reminds me of the old days of, like, you know, the NES and you know, getting so many Mega Man games back then that all kind of, like, felt similar but had meaningful upgrades throughout each one. You only need 10 pink coins and there's 19. Don't know how far in the game you are, but you might just naturally get enough of them. I only have 1. And I'm at the part just before the big door, where all the flower people went in. Disc 5. Well, a certain round. Oh, yeah, right. Out of curiosity, because I'm not playing through the weird route, I looked it up online, and, like, what is wrong? I'm kind of worried about Toby. I've seen psychological horror movies that are tamer than Chapter 5's weird route. Like, I had an actual nightmare about it after I watched it. Probably was not a good idea to watch it late at night. Ugh. Like, why? What even, like, what kind of game do y'all think this is? I mean, I respect that Toby's just doing what he's passionate about, but, like, I mean, and I thought Freedom Planet 1's torture scene was bad. Like, holy moly. But all my friends that that are, like, huge Deltarune fans, like, absolutely love it. So it's like, well, whatever. Tricky Tony turned into Terror Thomas. I mean, it makes sense the way that things went down. But whoa, holy moly. Turns out that bad routes are indeed bad. Yeah. Yeah, even if just the start of the weird route is incredibly messed up. So I guess you know kind of what you're getting into. Oh, hello, Baka Cheese. Hope you're doing well. I've seen, like, since I'm not playing through the weird route myself, I have watched video playthroughs of the weird route. In every chapter. Chapter 1 doesn't have a weird route. It starts in chapter 2. But yeah, it's pretty interesting that it's kind of like this game's version of a warp zone. Supposedly, Weird Route is going to skip chapter 6 entirely. Like, I don't even know if that's the case, actually, because, if you abort the Weird Route in chapter 5, you get put back on the main path. But it still seems like there's going to be changes. So I think at this point, it feels like the game is going to split into 3 separate timelines. Yeah, Chapter 5 Weird Out is so different from normal Chapter 5 that there's no, like... there's really no spoilers shared between them. Ah. My goodness. But yeah, we are on normal route, so that is, not our concern. Oh, somebody's asking me a question in my, group DM. I am on 4.5. Well, I can import. Okay. Nice. Yeah, also, I should mention before we get started, there is a Steam sale going on, which you might have heard of, the Steam Summer Sale. And of course, I am the producer of the Free Implant series, as well as the Hollow Indie game, Chrono Gear Warden of Time. So, if you are interested in grabbing our games at a discount, checking out some of the stuff that I like to make, I will provide a link to our current games library. And it's right here. Steam Summer Sale for our games. Yeah, and the producer of both Free and Planet games as well as Chrono Gear. Well, Joker, it's not a lie. It's partially true. I was involved in producing and like releasing Grapple Force Arena on Steam. And I did provide like funding to help Ashley finish development. Same with Pellet Crash. But yeah, I'm gonna pin that. So feel free to check it out if you'd like to check out our games. Now is the opportune time, given the discounts. But thank you everybody for your support through this sale and through previous sales as well, for like spreading the word and everything. And we just recently released a new update for Chrono Gear that adds a higher difficulty setting and makes like a bunch of fixes and optimizations. Kudos to Triptech and Will for spearheading those additions. Yeah, half-price Free and Planets. Okay. Yeah, that's a good starting point. I'm DMing somebody. We could tweak the others later if we... I think it would be good. Okay. Oh, right, yeah, the thing about Sony discontinuing physical copies. I think it mostly has to do with, like, hardware prices skyrocketing. Like, it just isn't worth it anymore to make physical discs right now. So I hope, if anything, it's just gonna be a temporary thing. It seems like it isn't, though. Like... I hope there's enough pushback that they kind of, like, can reconsider a little bit. Because, like, nobody that I've seen is, like, particularly happy about it. And I know, I get that physical media does rot over time, just like anything else on this earth, but, still, it's just, like having hand-me-downs is just kind of a nice way to introduce younger people to gaming. Yeah, without having to go full in on, like, digital releases necessarily. But yeah, the writing's been on the wall for some time. That just makes me extra grateful for Nintendo, who just kind of, like, is continuing to do their thing. Like, just imagine, like, a future, like, you go to a video game aisle in the supermarket, and you only see physical Nintendo games there. Sony and Xbox, like, if anything, they'll have maybe, like, gift cards, but since they're all digital, they won't have, like, a store presence as strongly as Nintendo does. Yeah, support physical. I am grateful for the opportunity that to have gotten both Free and Planet games onto physical media. It would be cool if that could be the case for Chrono Gear as well, but as far as I can tell, no Hollow Indie game has been able to set up like a physical edition. That might change in the future. I guess we'll see what happens, but it's really up to them. Oh, Bethesda originally announced Oblivion on Switch 2 was going to be a keycard, but very recently backtracked and planned on releasing the full game on the cartridge. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of an unfortunate situation with Freedom Planet 2's Switch cartridge. I don't know if it's just like something that is true for every single Switch cartridge, but like the loading times are absurd. Specifically on cartridge. If you put it on an SD card, then it's fine. If you download it digitally, then it's fine. There's just something about the card that is kind of like, that just takes a while to like load the content. I don't know why, but if that's just how it is with the Switch cartridges, and I guess there isn't really anything we could have done about it. So I do apologize for that for those who primarily play Freedom Planet 2 on Switch via physical. Blame Unity? I guess so. Yeah, and I guess it really depends on how you optimize your game. And how you do things like threaded loading. Because Freedom Planet 2 was our first experience with like using separate threads for loading assets. It's how we got like the little animated crystal bar on the bottom to indicate that it's loading. But live and learn. Hang on the edge of tomorrow. From the words of yesterday. I like how there's a bunch of studios that are either joking about the situation with Sony, where like they're like copying their statement. Like Domino's Pizza is my favorite one. Like, we are switching to digital only pizzas. But then there's other studios that are putting out statements that they are committed to continuing to find ways to release their games physically. So it's cool that there's this much unity between so many different game companies, ironically. I say ironically because the last time that I saw this level of unity was during the Unity fiasco. Where like there were so many game companies like denouncing what they were doing with their pricing models and stuff. Yeah, limited run games is still around. And they're under new leadership too, so I'm cautiously optimistic that they will do better. When there was too much unity. Oh yeah, Blake, right. I wasn't sure if that was specifically towards the Sony announcement. Like their post about there being an elephant in the room and it's Elephant Mario. Yeah, I don't think it was a vague post either. I think it was just an advertisement that was coincidentally timed. They even linked to the game. Nice. New limited run game CEO is a great dude. That's good to hear. Okay, let me take a sippy and then we can get started. Address me. That reminds me of something that my old psychology teacher in college taught us. He taught us about the concept of violation of expectation, where often the best way to remember certain things, whether you're studying for a test or just want to capture a particular like moment in your head more easily, you just either add something absurd to the situation and unexpected, or just imagine that something absurd or unexpected happened in your head. The example he used is, he was describing like a room, like a fictional room, and then he threw in a random statement about like a blue elephant being in there. And he made the comment that years after his students graduated from college, if they ever got in touch with him again, they remembered absolutely nothing that he said about the room except for the elephant. And I'm the same way. I literally can't remember anything that he said about the room that he described except for the elephant. He's like, they always remember the elephant. So that was like proof of concept of, you know, the psychological phenomenon that like the unexpected is what causes us to imprint memories. Yeah. And like to a similar extent, that's also like partially why we tend to remember the beginning of things and the ending of things. So that's why if you have a great show, goes on for a really long time, lots of awesome moments, but you have a bad, like a really awful ending that people don't like, people are going to just remember the ending and nothing else. So that's why an ending can like truly make or break a narrative experience. So no pressure, no pressure. The thing that people remember, the peak and the ending, yeah. Yeah, Mass Effect 3 is actually a good example of that. The entire Mass Effect series, highly praised. But the ending when it originally came out was just so awful because it took players' like choices away from them. In favor for like having roughly the same thing happen regardless of which one you pick. But everybody remembers that ending, even though they added a content update later that provided extra closure. People still remember the original ending and how notorious it was. Oh, Joker. Yeah, Crony played Chrono Gear. Bay played it. Also, Kyla and Rara played it. Kyla finished, Rara only had one stream. I assume it's because it was during the period of time where she was still having problems with her throat. She has since gotten surgery for it, and she's fine now, but I remember she was sick when she was playing it. And I saw a clip of Iris expressing interest in playing it, but she's like, the impression I got is that she has to like steel herself for voice acting the retired like Promise Girls, which is completely understandable. Like going into making Chrono Gear, I fully expected that it would not be played by any of the talents, just because it had so many graduates in it. So the fact that we've gotten 4 talents who have streamed the game and loved it means the world to me. So I never want to place any expectations on any of the talents to play the game. I think that's the fairest way to go about it, and I can't remember where I heard it, but I heard someone say that Callie mentioned she would play it offline. I'm grateful for that. Like, I want them to enjoy the game on their own terms, whether it's whether they feel like streaming it or just like playing it offline, or experiencing it through like watching a YouTube playthrough. Like any of those 3 would mean the world to me. So I don't ever want them to feel like they have like they're being pressured into doing it. So yeah, that's just my thought on that. The constant is that everyone that has played it loves it. Yeah. Yeah, like a few of the players who are not familiar with Hololive, I did see a few of them who kind of mentioned that they felt like there was one too many fake out endings, which I get it. But like we had so many ideas in the final moments of development that we just couldn't help ourselves. Like we crammed so many new ideas into Tower of Darkness that it ended up being a level that takes most people an hour to beat. And on top of that, we have like the final boss fight and then the post-final boss fight, because we still had more ideas that we wanted to pull off with the Chrono Gear mechanic. But at the same time, we also recognized that that we did want the game to be done eventually, so so we didn't want to add any like extra worlds beyond World of Darkness. You learn about Hololive through Holocure, which was played by Rome Mithril. Oh, nice. Yeah, I remember Rome Mithril. It's been a while since I watched his content. But gosh, he's been around for a really long time. But I remember the old days of watching his Perfect Run Mega Man videos and being like, oh, it's so cool. Like, really interesting seeing these games through the lens of somebody who is challenging themselves to not get hit and to only use the Mega Buster. Got you interested to try Holocure and then Chrono Gear, huh? That's awesome. Yeah, you also gotta earn your happiness in Chrono Gear. So that's why it's not over until it's over. Yeah, and that's the reason why I really wanted the true final boss to be easier than the Lapis fight. I want it to be like feel like a send off, like a last hurrah. But unfortunately, I think like in the early builds of the game, it actually was harder than Lapis. But now I think it's like roughly like equal. Maybe a little bit easier, I don't know. But the intent, my intent for it was to be like not the hardest fight in the game. Chrono Gear good? Thank you. Alright, let me take a quick pause and then we'll get started. Nice. Galaxy Trails had an interesting run from fan game turned original into an official fan game. I know, right? And it's not even the first time that's happened if you count Freedom Planet starting as a Sonic fan game. Yeah. Okay. Do take this opportunity as well to refill your water and stretch if you need to. But, we will be back, and we will continue with Deltarune. Bats. I'm back. And I'm a bat. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Okay, can toggle that off. Ba 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 ba. Thank you. Alright, let's go petal hunting. Flowers. Okay, we have these doors open now. Since I only have one, I assume there are a lot of places we can start looking. Are there any back here? Or do I need to go forward more? Do you know that Deltarune is an anagram for Rune Delta? Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't have the very first door in the garden. Oh, what the heck is that? Okay. Yeah, I'm hunting for the pink coins. Okay, getting a coin here. Nice. Ow. The beanstalk that is by the shrine. Oh, is that back or forward? Back? Okay. Okie dokie. And to find a video guide to find those coins. Beans talk. Did you know? Nice. Go right. Okay. Ah. Nice. P. Oh, Link's Awakening, that reminds you of? Going from overhead to side-scroller? Yeah, I could see that. Also, to a lesser extent, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link.
E.
1P. P. Okay, I need to convert. Oh yeah, P rank from Pizza Tower. Man, Pizza Tower is such a good game. I haven't played as the other character yet. Garden. Backtracking to start of the chapter where you get the first watering can? Okay. Garden. Where go? Do I have no choice? Since I only need 10, that means, I got 8 to go. Item. Oh, okay, see, I have 3, so I only need 7. Highly recommend playing Pizza Tower as a funny horse. Conveniently shaped but not conveniently placed. Yeah, I'm fine with backseating. For the coins. Is this backwards? Can't remember. No, I don't think so. I think I need to go down. Oh, there's one. Ugh. Do 2D here? Okay. But I can't climb down. So I need to go down here. I think of Sans whenever I see those doors. So that's what the door in his room, to his room looked like. What the? Okay. Alright, that's it. So now we got 6 to go. So we're still backtracking. I'm just not entirely sure how we're gonna do that because there's a shrubbery in the way. No, get the hell back down here. Oh, there we go. Favorite enemy design? I like the birds. The bird heads that like pop out of the ground and then they squeak. I feel like a lot of people like those birds. Yeah, Kakaa's peak. Okay, this way. No. Favorite flower in this chapter? I'll have to think about that one. They're all interesting. This is one of the, watering can parts. Yeah, it's hard not to like Aqua. No, I want. Didn't think those shrubs made themselves, did ya? Sleeves here are artists. Anything they clip is their art. Don't get in their way, or you might become art too. Clip art. Looks amazing. You really think so, Chris? I suppose I can't help being a cute subject. Haha. Big head. I read this before. This way? I see a chest up there too. Green tea. Oh. The birds. 1 pink coin. Alright, 5 more. Are there any more in this area? I also know that I need to get find where the door is. To the right? Okay. Oh, hello. Mr. Jumping Jacks. Ja, I am host chef. I'm doing further jumping from my happiness. Look, I've made a delectable sourdough. No one has ever destroyed it. Yippee! Yippee! It's a loaf of undestroyed bread. You know, this is our first adventure. Susie probably would have destroyed this bread by now. Hold on a second, I got something in my glasses. Yeah. No, I wouldn't just do something like that. Yippee! Chris would have to ask me first. That's right. There we go. Can I do this? Can't jump with a watering can on your head. The water would spill. Okay, how do I drop it? Oh, right there. Ah. Da, da, da. I like how rotoscoped he looks. Jumpa, jumpa. Okay. Let's go here first. Nice. Oh, nice. The Starbirds. They're not the real one, no. Which I think I missed out on him. Pink. Okay, 4 more. Oh. These tropical birds are pissing me off. I am the tropical Starwalker. Nice! Nice to meet you, tropical Starwalker. Well, we missed out on the original Starwalker, but we got to see tropical Starwalker. So that makes up for it. How does the pun work in Japanese? I know, right? So I think that's the garden ones. So we can probably check out other places now. Meow. Okay. Next up would probably be the cliffs. First climb? This one here? Nice. Whoops. Oh, somebody made a Sonic and Deltarune mod? That's pretty neat. Okay, so you have to do this. Going up? Sure. There was a coin there? Okay, I'll go back up. No in the cave? Okay. The scarecrow just said I missed you. Bit down and left. Oh, I see. Nice. Alright. 3 more. But there is a coin there too. Okay. Can't beat him, join him. Bunny ears, that's 2 in bunny ears. Oh, the sun's setting. I don't think there's one in here. I've been here before. Keep going right? Okay. You didn't miss me? Okay, that's like that. I might have gotten this one. I guess we'll see. Under these flowers? Oh. Nice. Oh. Wait a second. No. Worth. No danger to falling down. Dang it. Ugh. There's no run button. Top left here. Top left here. Oh, I see a big one up there. What armor am I wearing? I can't check in 2D mode. Flower ladder on the right side. This is the only slope. I'm obsessed with it. Really? The only slope in this chapter? Do I stay 2D? Probably not. I have 14 defense. And I've got nothing better. Okay. Huh? Kinda reminds of Queen's Jail. Wish Lancer could be here. Yeah, me too. Wasn't talking to you, man. Yeah, me either. Maybe. Ah. No, I've been here. You going right? Are we back? Okay, nice. Yeah, sorry. It's not a tornado whenever it happens. No, it's just my router being on the fritz, so I have to go down and jiggle it a little bit. Well, specifically unplug and then plug it back in. Thank you. Well, this is the part where I buy the thing that I need pink coins for. Let me try the door again. Tiny tornado spawning on Spacey. I think think I've been here before. I got that one. That ski climb is the last part of the cliffs. I guess I could go into the indoor parts. Let's see, which one? I should probably save. Family, strong. Oh, I don't think I've encountered the archers yet. Going out the main gate and going right? Okay. Bloody Aqua, practice your spiral dance. Spiral dance. Oh, can I have compound eyes like human, Lady Aqua, we must make you prim and proper. Bring pride to Asgore. Smells like if a second diner was built out of the first diner. Okay. Yeah, those mantises are such a good design. Come on, we're not using that. Right, the gate, go right. Oh, hello. Nice. 2 left. I already got that one. Drop these here and that oh, I did, didn't I? One here. Very close. Oh, hey, just hope you're doing well. Ah, maybe it's over here. This way? Oh, I've been there. Dang it. Yes, there? Okay. I've already messed with those. That puzzle has an extra coin? Ah. Oh, I see. I bet it's up there. What if I did this? I can jump exactly 3 high. I'm not sure how to get around that. I could go up here. Oh, that's right. Okay. Haha. Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting platforming in Deltarune. I'm falling. Okay, one more. Nice. Is this a place I could go? Oh, there's a pink one. Let's go. Okay, I have enough. What the heck is this? Ow. Oh, thank you.
Success!
Alright, let's go back to the door, and then we can go back to the shop. Shoppa, shoppa! Save first. Door itself is hidden on a side path of the final stretch. Okay. What are you buying? Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy! Nice! Well, you'll get the key. Can't remember if you still found the door for it. Yeah, I think the door is later on. It is past the big door, right? Okay, I guess we climb the beanstalk again. Okay, this is where I left off. Oh, let's go. Mega Man X guitars. The sky is running fast. The fountain must lie at its edge. You're filled with a certain power. It's cute that Toby has a soft spot for the Mega Man X guitars. Because I remember there being a bonus track in Undertale. Song that might play when you fight Sans that also used them. Also the completed version of the Genocide Mettaton fight. Oh, these guys are here too, just in case we had missed recruiting them later. Now, I'll show you how much my tactics have grown. If their weakness is being alone, I'll stick by their side. Told Shinobi to come to your side, but the enemy is too nervous. Don't worry, I'm right behind you. Our convincing is faster. Okay. So, how much percent did Chris give? 35? In total we got... Oh, it could have been 25. Wait, no, I think it was 30, 20, 20. So I think magic, and then spare. Yeah. Nice. As long as you believe, love will make your path. Well, if you touch blue flowers, justice will have its way. Whoops. Haha. Intentionally. Time to take out the big guns. Oh gosh, quick man lasers. Is that the reason why there is even platforming here in the first place? Is because it's all a big Mega Man reference? That'll go blue. Excellently, Yellow. Yellow. Well, seeing everyone fight alongside each other. You get it now? This isn't only about Asgore. Everyone has spent their whole lives as flowers. Orange, yellow, blue, green, aqua, Seth. Today, all of them, for the first time, have been able to know their own smiles. And you three still want to seal that away? Stop playing dumb, you know what'll happen. If there's too many dark fountains. Having multiple. Are we back? I'm gonna take a sippy. Hopefully that's not gonna be a common thing. It looks like everything should be in order. But why don't I see any, new messages on my stream chat? I tried pulling it up again. Oh, did you see the flowery conversation? Did I get kicked offline after that? Okay. One more sippy. Not on your hand? Dang it. I hope it got preserved. But basically, they were kind of arguing about which Dark Fountain should be kept. Like the one in Castletown or this one. Because Ralsei was saying about how when there's too many Dark Fountains, the world's gonna end. But the flowers want to remain sentient. So I guess we'll see what happens. Ooh, wanna play a fast game? Here, it's your prize. The heckin' Battletoads speeder bike section. Oh, great job, Aqua. Doesn't matter if you can't move. It's all about formation. We just need to make something you can't avoid. Yeah, there's no way for the flowers to be in Castletown because they're too fragile. Yeah, Flowery is meant to be, like, a villain. Okay. Yeah, they brought the climbing back, so I wouldn't be surprised if they brought platforming back in the final 2 chapters. Pressed with the right timing to intimidate. Nice. That's it, power formation. Nice. Okay, nice. Doing good so far. Oh, thank you. I seem to have gotten a package. Okay, so now we should start sparing people. Seth, how about a chaos for luck? I understood that reference. Nice. Yeah, Ralsei went poof. Flowery. What, try and take me down before the big finale? That's not like you, Rally. Stop dragging this out. Why are you still going against me, new buddy? Don't you like serving humans? You are not a human. You're just pretending to be something you're not. Oh, Ralsei, want to tell them what's wrong with that? It's your purpose to be a flower. You can't run from that. Our purpose is to stop the darkness. We're just doing what we have to. Oh, Raleigh. Maybe I did tease you too much. This whole time I was doing it thinking it'd help you realize you could be happy. Instead, it just seems like it made you jealous. That we don't have to follow your silly little rules. Shh. Shut up already. You wanna know what happens if I don't follow the rules? Everything will fall apart. You think I want it to be like this? Then what do you want? I'm only trying to help you. I'm just trying to help you, Relly. Hey, Ralsei, just forget that guy. He's a jerk. We just gotta get to the Dark Fountain. Thanks, Susie. Oh, door. Green. What are you going to do to us? You, raise your prices by $1? I see, it's the ultimate shop. Thanks, Green. Heck yeah. Seems you can purchase items off the menu. Oh. I think we're pretty good on items right now. I haven't used any healing items yet during this run. I know, so evil. It's a guest list. It seems like everyone's inviting, including you. Aw, that's awesome. Okay, this is if we need to go back. This room's enormous. What the heck? Okay, so they're only one-time use. Guess we start here. Oh. Side path is after this challenge. I need to go left. Ralsei, hey. Susie? For this room. Let's not wait for Chris to tell us when. Let's just do it. Let's go. All we gotta do is trust each other, right? Oh, nice! Then let's go. Heck yeah. I wonder if it's even possible to beat it before this moment, and if you get like an alternate dialogue for doing so. Go faster. I'm trying. Dang it. We got further that time. Yeah, it should be a piece of cake. Oh my gosh, there's so much unique dialogue in this specific room, depending on where you fall. Faster this time? How? Oh. Oh. Let's go. That was easy, right? Susie! You learned a fire spell! Dude, I didn't know you could do that. Things at the left? Okay. Well, show me cool stuff like that earlier, okay? Of course, Susie. This way doesn't lead to the fountain. Ow. Ow. Dang it. They're desynced. Dang it. How do you even know how the other one is? Oh, I see. Coin. Oh, hello. The rings. Nice. Is there a save point around here? I guess this counts. Unless I can just go down. Ah, okay. So now I should be able to save. Haha. No, ba-da-da. Sweet. Okay. I need to freshen up a little bit first. I'll be back in just a couple minutes, and then we can see what's behind the store. That's... I'm back, and I'm a bat. Thank you for your patience, everybody. I feel better. Okay. Also, hi, Dominic. Hope you're doing well. Please toggle. Okay. So, what's behind the door? The mysteriously colored door. Suddenly, the mystery key reacted. I wonder who could be in here. Gotta be someone new. Let's go, Chris. Everybody seems chipper about this. I wonder why. Hello? Anyone in here? Bet you it's someone mega strong. Ooh, perhaps with a unique and memorable theme. Shh, I hear someone. Aha! You chibby's talking about me? Oh, it's just orange. Oh, what do you mean, just orange? I've been practicing. I'm extra now. I'm super. Perhaps we need to use the key somewhere else. Psst, Elsie, come on. We can beat her up if she wants. Stop bullying me. Or I'm telling. Let's go check on her. Oh, there's a save point here. Orange? We just wanted to check on you. Leave me alone, you big ugly hatless long-eared freak. Or I'm telling my big sis. Big sis? What's her name, Marigold the giant rat? Don't make fun of big sis. For what? Spring may change to fall, but my season 2 will never falter. Whoever's making orange blue, the strongest flower will punish you. The prettiest soldier of Asgore's 7 colored flowers. Pink. Huh? Big sis, you made it. Of course. Friends don't really friends in corporeal danger. Is this a VTuber? I don't get it. Now who's bullying you, Ori? Those guys have been bullying me all day. They keep acting like I'm not extra, like I'm small. They even said humans don't have tails. Anime? Oh. Yeah, of course we have tails. She's a secret boss from the Undertale Switch port. Oh, okay, I didn't play Undertale on Switch, so I wouldn't know. Mew Mew Kitty? Oh, is that the anime that Alphys watches and she kept complaining about? Nice. So she's actually here in the flesh. Leave it to me. Have you three been picking on Orange? She's really a sweet girl, just like a real orange. We just say sorry, maybe we could be friends. We were being nice. She started it. Psst, Ralsei. You're right, we're sorry. We just want to be friends too. There you go, Mew. But or you apologize too, Mew. Huh? Me? Why? You're always getting into fights, aren't you? You have to control your anger, Mew. Don't let grudges grow. And never make an enemy when you can make a friend. Yeah, I know. I like too how, compared to Chapter 1, Susie is now the one, telling everybody to be nice. Well, you stay so, big sis. Hey, jerks. I'm sorry too. Don't worry about it. I feel better now. Thanks, Pink. No problem, Mori. Now let's go do normal flower stuff. Hey, wait a sec. Maybe I miscounted, but... Huh? Ralsei, didn't we meet all 7 flowers already? Huh? Come to think of it, Asgore doesn't have a pink flower, does he? Big sis? Pink? How long have you been my big sis? Huh? Oh, well, you see... well, that's... How about you all mind your own damn business? So what if I'm not really a flower? Who cares? I like being here. I like in this world. I like this body. Sorry, Miss Pink, but this dark world is... It's kinda temporary. I get it. You kittens are gonna take it away, aren't you? Huh, don't make me laugh. Pink is gonna punish you first. You'll be wriggling in the soil begging for forgiveness. That's the best way to apologize, Mew. Okay. Oh, I like the idle aesthetic. This is gonna be a long battle, so why don't you have an appetizer first? Little floral tea while we tickled Pink. Pink. Oh, just like the Muppet fight. What the hey? It's purple. Ugh, that stupid bug said it was fuchsia. Well, no matter, you're trapped now. So now it's gonna be like a rhythm game, I bet. Hatsune Miku! TP max reduced by T. Gather hearts to recover max TP. Wait a second. Actual Vocaloid track. Okay, we can't act, so we might as well attack. This body is invincible, you fool. Purple, purple, you can't move, whatever. Figure out how to move, see if I carry Mew. Nice. The air swirls in rosy chaos. Flirt. Item in exchange for Doki. One choose. Strongly recommend holding onto your items. Okay. Now that you're purple, you're restricted in my feline web. Before this body, I was nobody, a ghost, a nothing. Now, I'm a sensation. I've got friends, enemies, neutrals. Even my own Doki meter. Hey, stop staring like that. Oh, heckin' Bomberman. Pink stares at a mirror. She doesn't turn around. Okay, I need to regain TP. Well, that's enough regained. Still not enough for heal prayer. Oh, it's because I'm using my TP to flirt. Okay, I'll do defend and then heal prayer. Jealous? I bet you are. Bet you want to steal this body like a little grubby puppet gremlin. Well, who wouldn't? It's even got its own limited edition voice clips. Mint. Hey, you stupid gel pen, stop flirting. You're making my body's heart go funny. Okay, max TP 14% up. Oh. Let's try this. Aww! Ralphie looked adorable. Hearts came up. Max HP TP came up. Wait, it's almost time for my concert. What, nowadays just being a tough battle is enough to scrape by, Mew. We also gotta be an idol on top of it. Oh, cool. Nice. Mega Flirt X. Everyone flirted hard. Stop looking. Shoo! Ah, dang it. Let's do darker candy. And then defend. Stop making my body purr, you jerks. Okay. Mega Flirt X. Everyone flirted hard. Donkey Meaner Max. Oh yeah, I played Bomberman before. Back in my day. Played it so much with my friends. The multiplayer on the Super Nintendo version. Oh, this? What is this crap? I didn't tell you to. Special love sequence activated, Mew. Hey. What's going on, school? I don't even go to school anymore. You wanna talk to me? It's because you think, the spy's cute, right? Yeah? You wish you never met me, right? No? Enough already, this is over. Reeling from the impact of the date. TP meter reset. No! Okay. Defend. Lovely boy. Okay. Ugh. This seems like it's gonna take a really long time, so if I die right at the end, and I'm gonna have to try the whole thing again, it's gonna be like, Okay, flirt. Flirt. Lovely boy. Don't hurt them, Mew. Okay. What the heck? This reminds me of the hacker puzzle in Ratchet & Clank. Dang it. Item. Okay. Shut up. Stop making my heart beat. Oh, okay. Defend. Flirt, and then... Lovely boy. Okay. What a... Oh, the heckin' mad dummy. Mega Flirt X. I could do Giga Flirt too. Nice. Oh, okay. Darker candy. And then, heal prayer. Dang it. Defend. Scythemare. Oh, okay. Defend. Heal prayer. Okay. Mega Flirt. Nice. Is it gonna be the same one? Not doing this, let's date. No, not doing this, let's date, no. Oh, hey, we split. Oh, we can both date. You say something nice to us, I'll say something nasty to us. Now what a choice that means both. Coordinate outfits. Match her style. Which metal could call us scrap? Tin can? Be honest, be a weenie. Serious? No? Frank? Split into ghost and body. Never got the hot dog one? Now we're not even together. Oh, okay. Okay. No more revives. Yes, Flavine. Okay. You're a ghost lightner, and that body you found seems to have become a darkner of its own. What? Okay. Yeah, almost no fights are repeated throughout this entire chapter. I should probably defend. I don't have enough for better heal. Pink, your body, it's its own person too. It has its own likes, its own dislikes. No. You leveled up your better heal enough that it costs 75% TP, yeah. That's too lovely, boy. It's me, it needs to do what I say. Cause what it wants is stupid. Want you to stand on the beach with you, Emil? Not worried about the hearts, they're just distractions. Okay. Giga Flirt. Everyone use Giga Flirt. The face. Stop looking at them. Yeah, past a certain point, the hearts are just a suggestion. Dang it. I don't know if I have time to keep doing this. How long is the rest of the chapter gonna take? Very nice attempt, though. Nice. How much longer? Like 30 minutes? Third phase is the furthest? I guess one more attempt I have time for. But then after that, it's like, nah. No. Oh, I do have my revives yet. My revives back. I do. Okay. Okay. Ah, there we go. Nice. Okay. It takes less questions during subsequent playthroughs. Dang it. Dang it. Okay. Oh, Elsie's almost back. Normal first more effective if a party member's dead? Okay. No prayer. Let's see. Oh, I have enough for Mega Flare X. Okay. Nice. Up phone? No. Just wrote it. Coordinate outfits. My bark fire act board. Okay. Huh. Okay, here, player. There you go. Wait, can I act? Mega Flirt? I should probably build up more. Okay, let's do a regular one for now. Aw. Yeah, that's as far as I'm gonna get, I think, unless I practice it like 10 times. Top of castle. I'm gonna grab a snack real quick too. Okay. How much defense does Ralsei have? I'm not sure if I have the best equipment, but I can't find anything else for him. Okay. Green chomp. Wait, do I have my items back? Okay, I do. Nice. Thank you, Susie. So right now it's a shortcut? Nice. Beating one of us is nothing. How about all of us? Aqua, final combo attack. Oh, interesting. Okay. Ultimate cowboy hat. That's invincible. Okay. Enough. Those chippies were just to warm you up. Nice. Pew 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 pew. Well, okay. And invincible. Nice. Oh, thank you, Green. Let's go. Orange, you glad for the healing? Yeah. Alright, last one, I guess. I'm gonna take Sippy. Hmm. I'm having a granola bar right now. It's apple flavored. I figured that would be apt, considering the theme. This is it, Luigi.
Chris.
Susie. Rousey. So you finally made it. The fountain's just a step away now. Come here. Fate should say we are destined to fight. But I believe in you three. I believe you have the power to change that fate. So, will you use it? Will you prove your fantasy stronger than ours? So you made up your minds. Listen, since the beginning we were in love. Your father grew us a rainbow bouquet of 7 flowers as a proposal to your mother. Flowers that were only supposed to live for one smiling day. And yet, he did not let us go. He kept us alive alongside his love. Every day he watered us. Oh, I haven't turned off voices now. He talked to us. He sang his dreams to us. And each day we wished we could do something in return. His friend grew sick and we could do nothing. His money ran out and we could do nothing. His family left him and we could do nothing. And yet he still cared for us. Weak, useless flowers. Flowers that could do nothing in return. But now, our time has come for flowers to be heroes. and build a world where all his kindness may be repaid. Chris, this is your final chance. If you really believe your world is better, then stand against us. My recruits.
Lend me your power!
Lend me your power! He's probably gonna do like 999 damage by default. Ooh, I like the 30 cylinder in the back. Alright, Chris, if you want to prove your worth, charge up your bravely colored heart. Oh, so we have a charge attack. Nice. Press and release Z to dash. Tapping it now works too. Oh, there's lyrics to this too. Elsie gives his all. TP increased. You know, I'd wanted you to meet the other flowers, to see how wonderful they all are. Oh, cool, pond. Chapter 5 is the anime chapter. You just know that somebody is going to actually sing this. And make a remix of it. Pose easy. Everyone pose together. Press with the right timing to pose. Engage in the superior pose. It was very effective. Everyone could just be friends. You might turn over a new leaf. Dang it. Jerome! That's so cool. And the heckin' background changes. Nice. Perfect pose. Well, I see your hearts are set in stone. Your world, your fountain is more important than ours. Your axe changed. Blow away! And our recruits are helping us too. You made Flower's hair blow beautifully. Imagine that. A branch where we didn't have to fight. We could even call it a pacifist route. I'm glad he doesn't do 999 damage like he did in that one part where he helped us. Oh, because you turned off voices, he didn't have that shout for when he's going to attack? Oh. Nice. Heh, you think that's gonna stop me? You're not the only one that can act. Ah! Oh my gosh, he's building up our mercy meter. I won't lose, my friends are behind me. Seth, remember the patterns I taught you? Heh, I improved them, watch. Oh, that's cool. Truth, light, known, Seth, light. Flowey's friends Aqua and Seth appeared. Spin. Everyone spins. Aqua, let's play a knife cutting game. Ugh, it's always so fun. Hack in. Phew! That's a nice risk reward. How you can, if you can get the hop chain, you don't have to deal with the knives. But if you miss, then you gotta dodge them real quick. Dang it. Okay, I guess this is my heal act. And then we use heal prayer. Susie gives her all. Asgore, play. Just gotta get smarter for Asgore. Nice. Dang it. Why is Ralsei so mad? Chris used the revivement. He's still mad. Ralsei's fully engaged. The emo. This is, or dream. Ooh, nightmare, nightmare. Oops. Is this really just what heroes can do? Okay. Don't have enough to spend yet. Chris, isn't your mother calling you? Spend. Orange, be brave, it's your turn. Flowery, big bro, they couldn't beat our combo. Dang it. Shoo! Praise. Everyone plays this flowery. Green, how about a $999 tip? Just kidding. Heal prayer. Asgore, if I'm courageous, you'll be proud of me, right? Dang it. Darker candy. Blue! We know, Flowery. We're here to play our part. Shoo! Flowery's sparring partner, Yellow, and Dance Revival Blue appeared. Yellow, tonight, justice rides together. You got it, Borner. Okay. Dang it. Got a trial coming up. Ugh. Can't do anything about 100%. There we go, finally. Enough with this act. I'm finishing this. Let me prove, without a doubt. Flowery isn't as innocent as he behaves. Susie and Chris were jailed illegally. The moss. Which one, though? Moss? Okay. This moss was their prison food. Innocent people don't belong behind bars.
Take that!
Since when are thieves innocent? This petal feather, you stole it from the shrine. Aqua, it was a gift. Since when was it hers to give away? Too bad, looks like it's back to jail for it. I did it, all of it was my idea. Chris, Susie, I'm sorry. Finish it without me. Not bad, really. But didn't get your friends any closer to the Dark Fountain. No, Chris. I don't need a trial to expose the truth. We've watched you since you were a child. And I know that you've changed. Since Chris was a child? How old? How long have these flowers survived? I don't know what your plans are, but if they involve Asgore, this is as far as you go. Feel it, smell it, the power of flowers. For the actual fans. That's projectiles. Susie's idea. You listen to Susie's idea. Chris, I just noticed from what Flowery said, but the flowers around stopped going up a while ago. If you want to get to the Dark Fountain, we gotta find another way, got it? Hey Flowery, Asgore is falling over there. Oh, buddy. Chris, this is it, go. Get back here. You're not getting away. Stop. Nobody else feeds a flower. Come on. Oh, I bet they used the same code as they did for the Titan fight in Chapter 4 for the cylinder. You almost got past me for a second there. Wake up, Chris. I can never lose to you. Because I'm not alone. Watch and learn, Chris. The true power of friendship.
Omega Flowery!
Okay, there we go. Omega Flowery! Come on! Shoo! Yeah, I'm glad Chris gets healed for that part. Thank goodness. I hesitated. Why? It's not right. We have to defeat you.
My stones! We have a new record!
Thanks, everybody. Gerona has become your new stim. Is that what he says? Gerona. Get up. What are you doing? Asgore? Asgore, eh? Chris, my god, are you alright? Flowery, did you say they went home? I thought they wanted to prove. How could I have let this happen? I was so obsessed with finding out about the Dark World. I didn't make sure you were. This is a comedy, not a tragedy. Get up, you two. Chris, thank goodness you're okay. Chris, I think I owe you an apology. Not just you, but everyone as well. Chris, ever since that horrible day, I've only blamed myself for what happened. All I ever wanted was to prove it wasn't my fault. To make sure that it would never happen again. That it was all because of this. The Dark World. But now that I'm finally here, it makes me realize how pointless that all was. None of you ever blamed me. None of you ever said it was my fault. Even so, seeing the aftermath of my failure... Oh, there's Azrael over there on the left. Made my self-hatred consume me. One that ultimately drove your mother away. Yeah, he spent too long chasing the theory about the Dark Fountains. I thought if I could just prove it, prove I was right, it would fix everything. But even when I finally found that proof I wanted, I still failed to protect you. Chris, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not realizing sooner. When Azrael comes home, I would love to see the both of you together. Even without your mother, if she prefers. And Chris? I'm immensely proud of you. Seems that while I wasn't looking, you've become courageous, wise. That's not Chris, that's me. That's the soul. You made many wonderful friends. Chris, it's your time now. End this dream, won't you? But wait, Asgore. What about the diner? What about the skateboards? Flowery. You do know I was just playing along, right? My only goal was to find the truth. If anything, your actions towards me made me realize, well, how it feels to receive such unasked for affection. You didn't actually like my mixtape? Well, I did. It was, well, very thoughtful. At times you seemed like a really lovely person. All of you did. What? Asgore, listen. This world, it's perfect for you. I've seen how alone you are. You want to go back? Flowery, even if I wanted to, I couldn't stay. Why? Back in the real world, my shop is waiting. It's not right to leave it empty. Someone has to take care of the flowers. Can't argue with that, old buddy. That's what he wants. That's what he wants. Well then, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, I don't really get it, but playing together was fun. Let's play again soon. Thank you for watching my dream. Yeah. Oh, they're turning into flowers. Green wanted to be a chef and know the flavor of many foods. Thank you for watching their dream. Yay. I wanted to have courage and fight to protect what I loved. Was I brave? You'll say I was brave, right? Thanks for watching my dream. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Well, I still could. I wanted to know everything. Of course, in the end, I couldn't really be the genius I wanted, but I'd still like to think I learned a whole lot. Thank you for watching my dream. Sounds silly now, but I just want to be a cowboy. Well, it's not a good one, Blue. Thanks for watching my dream. The Justice Flower. I wanted to move, to feel, to know love in my limbs. But even if it ends, love will always continue. Thank you for watching our dream. And then there's just the red one, which is not present. Then Flowery's next. Oh, Flowery's the last one. Done already? I didn't really know what to say. Flowers have dreams too. The darkness let us fantasize a higher form of consciousness. But dreams are dreams. It's time this capricious reverie came to an end. Chris, the fountain, is waiting for you. Thus the end of the Breather episode. A relative breather. What are you waiting around for? We said goodbye. That means goodbye. Flowers back home. They were my wedding bouquet. I kept taking care of them all this time, but from now on, I'm going to do it for my own sake. Do you want to say something? Chris, don't worry. After we get back, we can tell the mayor about everything we saw. I know she'll do everything she can to help. You sure about that? She seems kind of sus. The more the people are safe from this, the better. Chris's other friend. It's strange. At a glance, they look a bit like Azrael. But the longer you look, the harder it is to tell if they're a monster at all. Yeah, and Ralsei is literally an anagram of Azrael. We were both worried, Chris. That Azrael was going to end up your only friend. But it seems that you've met someone rather wonderful. Not only has she fought by your side through danger, but she also seems to have an interest in flowers. Seal the fountain? Yes. It was as if your very soul was glowing. All rise for the Deltarune National Anthem! Yay! Hey, why are we still here? No. Someone just made a second fountain? I had a feeling that was happening. Hey, leave it to me. Get him! You think you can outspeed a flower? What, leaving so soon? You're not the only one that could start a battle. Some enemies showed up. Try running away now. Flower, we spared Floridan. Looks like it's just you and me. Take this. How do you like my Girona? You can ignore my fake statistics? Oh, they were fake this whole time? Who needs stats anyway? I got a bouquet of moves where that came from. Seems like you still don't get it. Nothing is stronger than Flower's dream. At least he put up a fight. Kinda got deleted instantly. Flowery! Flowery. Flowery, say something. Rally. You know, your magic can't heal this, so why? 'Cause I have to try, you know? Flowery, Flowery, you okay? I'm fine, princess. I just need a little water. Damn it. Flowers really are useless, aren't they? They sit around looking beautiful, then they wither away. Now our caretaker is gone, and we'll take care of you. Give you light and water and stuff. And then we'll go and get Asgard back. Ah, Susie, how sweet you are. Everyone, listen carefully to me. Us plants are neither darkeners nor lighteners. We are living beings that take on new consciousness in the dark. We can feel things others can't understand. Something horrible is stirring underneath the town. A darkness beyond your imagination. Susie, Chris, the road ahead of you is draped in shadow, but I know you can do it, as long as you stay together. You two have the inner light that can save this world. I just wish I wasn't so useless. So that's what the charade was all about. He acted like an overpowered OC with infinite stats just because he wanted to feel useful. You aren't useless, Flowery. Having something to take care of. Give Asgore purpose, too. Just being a flower, that's enough for him. Rally. You're not half bad yourself, you know that? Maybe in another life we could have been friends. You two. Go seal the fountain, okay? I'll stay here. Alright. Yeah, what a turnaround. But to be fair, honestly, even at the start, I couldn't bring myself to hate Flowery. Even though it seemed like Toby wanted us to. But, like, you could tell when it's being forced, and that just kind of, like, endears Flowery to me. The fact that, like the devs wanted you to, like, strongly dislike him at first, but, like, you know that they are, so you're like, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be a contrarian. Flowery, yeah, plus Flowery was never malicious. Like, everything he did was for the sake of Asgore, for his happiness. So it wasn't actual malice like the other antagonists, it was, I guess a misunderstanding, a change, like a difference in goals. Good versus good. A flower torn in half. He just had to go and be dramatic, didn't he? Idiot. True, there's also the difference between Rousey and Flowery. The game has taught you to trust Rousey. Hero of his own story. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Like, you could see his perspective, even though you're siding with Rousey. Chris. Just seal it. Deltarune National Anthem! Oh. Flowery. Chris, stay here. I'm gonna find something to help. It's a broken container for a golden flower. You dug through the soil. In the soil were two things. One, a packet of seeds from the golden flower. They are covered in warning labels. You took the seeds. The second thing was a piece of paper. On the piece of paper was a code. It says, shelter. You gripped the paper. And with both hands, began to tear it to... Chris! Hey, I got tape. Help him out a sec. Hey, is that... It's a bit ripped, but I can still read it. 0915199X. Chris, we got another code. Hey, don't just stand there. Tape him up. Sorry, guys. You're gonna have to share for now. Oh yeah, I should explain. Before we sealed the first fountain, Flowery talked to me. And told me that Asgore used to be the police chief. And still had his shelter code buried in Flowery's soil. Hey, he told me not to tell anybody about it, but... Guess he told you too, huh? Anyway, let's get out of here. Fast. It's too dark to look closely. TV, it's turned face down. Top of it is an anime style comic. It's too dark to look closely. Never. It's too dark to read in more detail. Okay. Is it nighttime outside? Yeah. Back to reality again, huh? Oh, 9/15/1990X, day and month is the release day of Undertale. Just a year that's different. Chris, we couldn't stop them. How much longer are they going to keep taking more people? What if the Knight is trying to rebuild Undertale? Because the Knight took Undyne, and now took Asgore. So I'm guessing... And they tried to take Toriel as well. So, something tells me that Alphys is going to be the next target if they don't just go for Toriel again. The Knight is sending them to Undertale. And it's literally an underground shelter. The Underground. And how much longer are those people going to be safe? Hey. Hey, Chris. I know this probably isn't good timing. Maybe it's actually the worst timing, but... Would you, do you mind walking me home? There's something I want to talk to you about. Oh, we finally get to see Susie's house. I'll walk with you. Thanks, Chris. Hey, the lights are still up. Kinda. I mean, it's not time for that, right? 1990X is the year the first child fell underground. Oh! Interesting. So, about what I wanted to say. It's like, you know... I can't even walk at top speed. It's like Chris is, like, trying to stop me from walking home. Okay, this isn't the correct way. Guess you and me make a pretty good team, right? I've just been thinking about that. Thinking about us. Oh, please tape. Eh. No, that's the school. Hey, not over there. Oh, okay, is it the school? Oh, this home. Since that day in the closet. Since our first adventure. Kind of feels like all this has been our special Chris and Susie thing. A thing no one can take away. Our secret. Our adventures. Our thing that's just better. It was just the two of us. You feel the same way, right, Chris? Yeah. I guess what I want to say is, Chris, this can't just be our adventures anymore. People are in actual danger. Your dad is in actual danger. Can't mess up anymore. We have to tell someone. Someone closer to the shelter codes. Someone who can help us fight. Chris, this can't just be a me and you thing. It needs to be Noelle's thing, too. Oh. Chris. Thanks for walking me home. I can't move. Okay. Yeah, I guess that is Chris's home. I mean, Susie's home. Castletown. It's where all of her friends are. It's where she can be a hero. I wonder if there's gonna be an after credit stinger. Imagine you're surprised when you avoided her house on purpose and found she went there instead. This is why Susie didn't want to give up the dark fountain in the closet. I know, right? I hope they don't do that heckin' thing that I hate in movies and stuff, where the protagonist is like working against all the other characters, but then they change their mind later. But that doesn't matter because the consequences of their early decisions come back to bite them, and then everybody kind of like doesn't forgive them for that. So then they have to kind of like, they hit rock bottom and then they have to kind of like redeem themselves in the final act. Castletown permanent sleepover? Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, look at the Susie plushie. Oh. You having second thoughts yet, Chris? Because if not, no hesitation, I will. If there's ever like a situation in a future chapter where Chris like intentionally breaks away from the soul and we have to fight them directly, I'm choosing violence. You got some splaining to do. Chris is thinking about the future. Yeah, this better be resolved in chapter 6. Like, my patience for Chris is wearing thin. Like, at this point, who else is even considered a major antagonist other than the knight? Like, if Chris is not the main antagonist that we actually finally confront in chapter 6, I am going to be, I'm not gonna be that mad, I'm just gonna be a little bit miffed that we have to wait for chapter 7, but... So tired of the secrets. I'm so tired of your lies. I'm so tired of your lies, Chris. Chapter 6. Yeah, Chapter 6, I believe, has a release window of next year, 2027. 6 is going to be bundled with 7? Wait, is that just a 6-7 joke, or are you for real? Have they said that? Oh yeah, that too, Hellsword, with the weird bird NPC. So that Librarby bird, people have theories about too. I guess... serious, it was Toby's plan, let's go! Okay, that makes me happy. So I guess we will have the grand finale in 2027. And I think it makes sense too now that, because of the weird route, like, what happens at the end of the weird route heavily implies that Chapter 6 will be skipped in the weird route. Which means that if we only got Chapter 6 in 2027, then the weird route players would have to wait another year. Yeah, I do wonder, like, I think after this chapter, I don't think Jockeyton is really that suspicious anymore. I think he was just kind of being dragged along by the prophecy. Because I didn't really notice him breaking down this chapter the way he did in previous ones, after he grew the beard. So I feel like his purpose in the prophecy is done now, but the Librarby bird, Also, yeah, I can't help but think of the Undertale parallels with the shelter, with the underground shelter, and the fact that, the Knight has only captured Undertale characters so far. Also consider that Sans and Papyrus in Undertale, everybody says that they just showed up one day. So, methinks, something's gonna happen that's just kind of send them to Undertale, I guess. I don't know. But as for the identity of the Knight, I've heard some really cool theories, honestly. But to the extent that I honestly would be equally satisfied if any of the major candidates people are thinking of end up being the Knight. Like, I'd be satisfied if it was Des, if it was Rudy, if it was heckin' Papyrus, if it was Noelle from a different timeline. Special cutscene in Chapter 5 if you don't give Tenno away. I know, I'm having regrets about giving Tenno away. Because he gets character development if you keep him. And there isn't as much, unique dialogue that happens if you actually gave him away, so... I don't know. Maybe something good will come of that. Yeah, heckin' Knight sending people to Undertale. Carol Knight, I think it's too obvious. I think the only way I could see that happening is if everybody thinks it's too obvious, which makes it not obvious. it would be an untwist. Like an inverted twist. Yeah, it's okay, Mettaton needed him. Yeah, there's Alphys, Toriel, Sans, Papyrus, and Mettaton are all of the major characters in Undertale that help Asgore. So if they all end up going into the bunker, then we just basically have like a full-on Undertale parallel. I also kind of like the theory about this being a prequel to Undertale. But in practice, I don't think it works because on the surface, in Undertale's backstory, there were only humans. For the most part. Whereas here, humans and monsters are living, together. Oh, I heard that theory too, a person. It's so good. Even if that's not the case, I could see some really good, fan fiction coming out of that. About the Roaring Knight being, a fusion of Weird Route, Chris, and Noelle. Yeah, Toby probably did mention that Undertale is a different universe at some point. I just can't remember. Yeah, but, going into like the middle of this chapter, chapter 5, I was starting to get quite miffed that the status quo would be preserved to an annoying degree about Chris getting away unscathed with their Dark Fountain summoning shenanigans. And that the knight would end up capturing Asgore in spite of everything. Both of those happened, however, the context of the ending section and the way it was all presented and the way it all came together, it ended up being more satisfying than I thought it would be. I genuinely thought I was going to walk away from this chapter feeling upset about the narrative, but I'm not. I think it came together very well. And this chapter also has some of the most clever and like entertaining like gameplay additions, because you know me, I love action platformers. So the heckin' perspective flip was just such a shocking moment to me in a positive way. And I love all the flower characters and how they all have unique like attacks and ways of fighting. And like heckin' Green does not fight at all. All they do is like cook for you, but they still manage to be challenging in their own right because they cook for the other flowers too. So from like a gameplay standpoint, chapter 5 is phenomenal. And narrative, it does what it needs to do to kind of give us one last breather before the grand finale. Yeah, it's a nice game written by people who care. Yeah, at this point, like, the only, like, question mark I really have is, the weird route. Because, like, it's the kind of thing where, like, you genuinely have concern for whoever came up with it. But yeah, nice throwback. I'm satisfied. This will last me a year until the next one. And in the meantime, I don't have to dodge spoilers anymore. We don't have to dodge spoilers anymore either. So we can look up all the crazy fan theories and just like get like a bowl of popcorn and just watch a bunch of like lore videos. I mean, before I started chapter 5, I was getting kind of tired of like all the speculation and stuff, because what's even gonna happen? But yeah, it's fun. There were many spoilers you had to tear my eyes from. Yeah, the only thing I spoiled myself on was the weird route, but that's only because I'm not gonna play it. Yeah. So good. This is the last fun chapter, so a mystery on what's coming. Yeah, it makes me wonder how they're gonna handle the juxtaposition of like humor and dark moments from this point onward. I assume they're gonna be on the down low with humor. I assume like chapter 6 is gonna be more like chapter 4 tone-wise, where there's like maybe brief moments of levity between the characters, but for the most part it's gonna play itself completely seriously. The other thing too that I'm really interested about, like especially in chapter 7, is that Toby Fox has said that the entire concept of Deltarune and by extension Undertale came from a dream that he had. And the dream was so powerful and moving to him that he has devoted his entire life to seeing it become reality. So it really makes me curious what specific parts of the dream are going to end up manifesting in this final chapter. And he said that Undertale was kind of like a test run. Like, he didn't originally plan on publishing Undertale first, but he felt like it was a good start to kind of build up game dev skills, because he didn't have the know-how at the time to pursue Deltarune. And I'm so glad that he has extra help and company with creating this game, because I know he's been candid about the hand pain that he's been experiencing. Yeah, I'm going through a similar thing myself. Most days I'm fine, but there's some days where it really starts to get bad and I have to rest for a day or two. So like I can't help but feel like my days of like doing things myself are kind of numbered at this point. But it's good to know that I have, like, enough company with me that it's never going to... I'm never going to have to push myself to the point where I completely break my hands. If I need to take extended breaks, I can. Like, I have options. So I'm glad that Toby does, too. Oh, Chris Neosy Experience Campaign, making his own RPG game. Yeah, I feel like it's unfortunately a common thing among creators like us. Yeah, I have a few friends who also kind of, like, have to, like, deal with it when making stuff. So I'm very glad for the help and for the community that has grown around our works. I'm glad for all of you. Yeah. Yeah, I remember having these thoughts when I was feeling, like, depressed after Freedom Planet 2 was done. Not knowing, like, where to go in life from there. I remember having the exact same feelings. About, like, is this the end of the road for me? Like, how much more do I have in me before my body is going to give out? But... like, working on Chrono Gear taught me that, like, there's still so much more ahead. It's just all about how you approach it. You don't always have to go up. You can go forward instead. Clearly the way to go in life was the Rivals of Aether modding community. I know, right? So the reason Epps says that is because a lot of our team got their start making custom characters for Rivals. That's pretty cool. Well, what's next in terms of games? Well, like I said, Friday I unfortunately won't be able to stream, because I've been invited to an early 4th of July feast, with Mama Spacey and Grandma Spacey. So I want to be a family. But I definitely do want to stream next week. Tuesday's up in the air, but at the very least Thursday and Friday. I have a few ideas for stuff I could play that I've been keeping my eye on. I could continue with the Castlevania chronology, or like another Ape Escape game. I could also jump back into Sonic. Maybe get Colors Ultimate with the re-rainbowed mod. That could be cool. I actually think I still had... do I still have that list of games? Right, I got gifted Devil May Cry. I want to be careful with my hands, so I'm gonna go a little bit easy on the character action games. Oh yeah, the Spyro games. That's something I wanted to play too, like to coincide with the announcement of that new Spyro. I put it to a vote, and my underwings would like to see me play Reignited Trilogy. So that could be fun. I've also never played Crash Bandicoot, so that could be something to try. Not a fan of Colors Ultimate for being ridiculously easy. I guess that's something that the re-rainbowed mod might address. You finished the second Spyro remake and you had a good time with it? Nice! Yeah, when I played Reignited, I got all the way up to halfway to Spyro 2. So, maybe when I stream it, I can, like, go all the way. Huh. Yeah, a few other games I can think to play. Somebody also made, like, a character... Like, I've seen, like, 2 character mods for Freedom Planet 2 where, they're completely original characters. So that's kind of interesting. Maybe that's something that I could actually play for, Freedom Planet 2 Anniversary, which is in October, I think. Is it? I just know that this upcoming month is gonna be, Freedom Planet 1 11th Anniversary? Yeah, FE2 starring OCs. Oh, it is September. Holy moly, we have heckin' 2 game anniversaries back to back in September. Yeah, I wonder what I should do for Chrono Gear's 1st anniversary. I will say ahead of time, that we will be announcing something for Chrono Gear's first anniversary. But not a day too soon. So you're not gonna hear me mention it again until then. But yeah. Also Spade mod? Oh, yeah, that too, I guess. I guess what if I just like cycled through all of the character mods in one day? I just end up playing if there's 3 character mods that we check out, then I could have I could do a different like route for each character, like one of the 3 original routes. So like maybe for Spade I can do the museum arc, and then for another custom character I could do the Shuigang arc, and then for the 3rd custom character I could go for the Battlesphere arc. Yeah. I wonder if they've modded it so that you can have multiple characters load in it, multiple custom characters load in it at once. I'll have to look at that. But yeah, I have ideas for things I could play. Yeah. But in the meantime, let's hop over to Chatty Batty screen, and then we can just, you know, have a bit of a casual conversation before I hop off. Because we did finish a little bit earlier than expected. Which is okay, because I didn't want to hurt my hands trying to beat the super boss. And I wouldn't have had enough shadow crystals anyway to affect the ending, so it didn't really matter. Character replaces an existing one? Oh, okay. Right, bats. Alright, let me close this. Good stuff. Yeah, so the whole hubbub about Sony ending physical releases. I feel like at this point, Xbox has done that as well, even though they haven't outright said so. Because, like, let's be honest, when's the last time anybody saw a physical Xbox game disc? But I do... it does give me hope that there are so many companies kind of pushing back against this. I do hope at the very least that it could maybe potentially be like a temporary thing until the Rampocalypse, as it's known, is over. Someone do a playable verse? That would be so cool. Heckin' gunplay. Have I played Creeper World? I have not. Oh, also, another game I want to play is Elden Ring Night Rain. Specifically with some friends of mine who are also interested in playing soon. I've heard that it's like, since it's more like teamwork focused, it could be like a more relaxing experience because we're all helping each other instead of like trying to grind out the stats we need on our own. So I think that could be cool. It looks like a really pretty game too, like the drip that you can get. My goodness. There's a lot of really dapper suits that you can equip. You can play Night Rain if the time is EU friendly. Nice. Yeah, I have a couple of friends that I'm considering approaching about that. But it all depends on when they get the game and when they're available to play. I also wonder how performance is on it, to the point where can I use my model or do I have to stay in gremlin form again? Yeah, like, and if nothing else, like if I really am not feeling like playing anything in particular next week, then I could just continue Elden Ring, finally. But I'll find stuff to play. There's some cool stuff happening on the Sonic-like and Mega Man-like side of things. And I imagine it isn't. I imagine it's not going to be too much longer before we hear more about the next stage event. So I have that to look forward to as well. Maybe one day they'll release metaphysical game discs. You have to imagine them and they appear. You know, that reminds me of an old PlayStation 2 ad back when they were first, when it was first new, where it was like a pretend ad for the PlayStation 9, and it was talking about like telepathic controllers and stuff. So that's kind of what it reminded me of. But at the end it just said like PlayStation 2. All these years later, and we actually are closer now to PlayStation 9 than PlayStation 6 is to PlayStation 2, which is kind of nuts. I can't wait for people to bring up that commercial again if they ever get to a PlayStation 9. Yeah, we're almost there. Just gotta wait another heckin', I don't know, like 30 years. Because it feels like console generations are getting longer and longer. And even in the case where we have new consoles, backwards compatibility is still like very much a welcome addition. Like all of the games you can play on Switch 1 will be, are accessible on Switch 2. Which makes sense. I still have my Switch 1. It actually isn't broken. I don't know why I don't know why I wasn't able to turn it on that one time. But I was able to transfer all of my data and stuff over to Switch 2, but I can keep my Switch 1, just in case we make a game in the future and for the console, and we can compare and contrast the hardware performance, I guess. Schrodinger discs. Where whether or not we observe it, there could or could not be a physical release. Yeah. And I thought it was pretty interesting the way that it was brought up that physical media also has an expiration date. But the thing with physical media is that you can always copy the data over to a fresh CD or a fresh cartridge. That's always an option. Whereas if it's digital only and something you have to download from a service, that service could go down eventually, and eventually will be closed down. So, like, I guess the one way to circumvent that is to just kind of figure out a way to remove the server check and then transfer the data between hard drives as the years go on. Like, overall, it does feel like PC has been, like, the most secure platform to where you can keep all your games. Like, I have games on my hard drive that I currently use that I have transferred over over the years. There are games on there that are older than a lot of my viewers. Games that originally came out like during the 90s. And I have a heckin' Windows 3.1 emulator, so I can play old Windows 3.1 and MS-DOS games too. And it's kind of crazy too, because those old games have such low system requirements that you can literally just run them on a web page. There are websites out there where it's like you can look up like an old 3.1 or DOS game, and it will just run right there on the web page, like a whole heckin' virtual machine for those old systems. Yeah, it's a little tricky to set up. I actually run Windows 3.1 through DOSBox. Because through DOSBox you can install Windows 3.1, and then from there you've got the classic experience. Yeah, I have most of the games that I remember playing as a kid. Including that bootleg disc that I've mentioned a few times that has over 1,000 games on it. That's where I first learned about the fact that you can actually make games with software. Ah, good times, good times. That was what I did all the time. I just sat at my computer, played games, made games when I was a kid. And now that I am a grown-up bat, I am doing the exact same thing. Except now I get outside more often. Because it's nice. Speaking of which, oh, the sun just came out. If it wasn't ridiculously hot, then as soon as the stream's off, I would have just walked outside and breathed in the fresh air. I could still do that. I would just only do it for like a minute or so. UFO 1000. Funny that you mentioned that, because the disc that I had as a kid had a UFO on it. But now we have UFO 50. UFO 50 was so good. I look back fondly on trying those games, my goodness. I think the one that I remember fondly the most is the one with, where you're the girl in the room, and you can shrink down several layers. It just does such a good job of making you feel like you can go literally anywhere. Even though there's just like a few set areas that have like bespoke level design. So good. Oh, thank you, Ambi. If it's hot over there, then I hope you are able to stay cool as well. You've been a fan for a while of the current UFO 50 Bingo League? Wait a second, so is that like... You have a bingo table, and they ask you to play a game on it? And then you gradually fill it out as you beat the games? Yeah, Mini Max is so good. I also remember, really liking the card game, the Party House. Yeah, Party House is super good, too. Yeah, there's a bunch of folks bingoing UFO 50 against each other. It rules. Nice. I also really liked the one, Rock on Island, I think it was called. Like the tower defense game where you're fighting dinosaurs. I tried so many times to beat the final level of that game, off stream, but I just can't. It's so hard. Even with the trick that you can use to kind of like spend meat during an attack, in order to like have extra resources. Yeah, filling out fun little goals against each other. Nice. And yeah, that heckin' clicker game that's in there too is quite interesting. Yeah, it is tough. I wonder how the multiplayer games feel like playing them with an actual person. What the heck? Sammy jump scare. Sammy is now in the office and he's munching on a bone. Like one of those bones that has the meat on it. I'm guessing Mama Spacey gave it to him and Paige. Oh, he's going to town on it. Oh, nice. Shouldn't you put that on a bedsheet? Because we have this like bedsheet that we lay out on the living room floor so that they don't get like meat juices all over the place. He just heckin' brought it in here. It's fine. It looks dry. Oh yeah, I have to imagine if anyone's like, how popular is it to do like an all-game speedrun of UFO 50? If I had to guess, it's probably kind of annoying because it seems like some of the games like what's that one Western RPG? Was it Grimstone? Yeah, that one seems like there's no real way to like speedrun it per se. Because you have to build up your stats well enough. But that was a really good game. I enjoyed that, what I played of that too. Yeah, Grimstone. But it does require like a decent time commitment. So it's something that you gotta like keep in mind if you play it. Yeah, I enjoyed Grimstone too. That's one of the ones that like I still remember as well. Plus the heckin' horror point-and-click game. They found some fun strats for it, which makes it like an hour, which is incredible. Oh yeah. So I bet if you're doing an all-game speedrun, like the optimal strategy would be to get your economy going in like the clicker game first, and then have that running in the background while you speedrun Grimstone. And then while you're playing Grimstone, anytime that you've topped off on your resources in the other game, you save and quit out and then refill them again. Yeah, I'd have to imagine that the clicker game is like the first one that you do if you're doing an all-game speedrun, specifically so that you can build up those resources. Yeah, Palette Quest is a very funny part of speedrunning UFO 50. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check YouTube later. Like next time I've made a bowl of popcorn or like a bowl of ice cream, I just sit down and see what they do. Nice. But there's just like so much concentrated joy in that whole like UFO 50 collection. Like I understand why it took such a long time to make now, but it was absolutely worth it just to kind of like experience this kind of like alternate history that feels like nostalgic in its own way. Yeah. And it's kind of like, in a way, it kind of reminds me of game jams as well. Because game jams by their nature kind of lean more on the retro side of things, just because it's like, it takes less time to make those types of concepts. I honestly would not be surprised if some UFO 50 games actually, like, originated as jam games. Yeah, and every so often, the Hololive community will actually have like a Hololive fan game jam. There's so many Hololive fan games out there now, like, and most of them have come from game jams. Kind of like Sonic too, but I wouldn't call Sage, like, Sage isn't a game jam per se. It's more like an expo, like a showcase of what fan game makers and indie developers are working on. I wonder how progress is going on that one Mega Man fan game we played during the last Sage. Mega Man. There was Mega Man, and then there was one before that in a previous Sage, which was really good. I enjoyed both of them. Like, every so often, like, out of, like, absolutely heckin' nowhere, like, somebody will drop, like, a really polished 8-bit Mega Man fan game that just, like, feels so authentic gameplay-wise. It's wonderful. Yeah, I'm still interested in trying that new, like, The Extreme fan game, where somebody remade the Mega Man Extreme games. I've heard good things about it. Yeah, and then I'm also really super duper excited for the Mega Man X6 remake. It's called like Viral Nightmare or something. There's a demo out with like half of the Mavericks stages, but I want to wait until the full thing is done and then I'll play through it all in one sitting. It changes so much that it basically is gonna be like Mega Man X8 16-bit, where it's basically just gonna be a brand new Mega Man X game for us to enjoy. You know, a few of them were older projects from some of the creators before being a part of UFO 50. Quibble Race for sure. Oh, that's pretty cool. So, it makes you wonder what the original versions of those games looked like graphics-wise before they kind of, like, rolled them into the same, like, art style and color palette of UFO 50. Similar how you felt playing the Earthbound Beginnings ROM hack remake? Oh. So that is a pretty substantial, like, remake of something, isn't it? That's cool. That's so cool. Huh. Yeah, as for me, my video game development escapades are still going. Yeah, I am currently, right now, I'm alternating between helping out with Chrono Gear 1 patches and bug fixes, as well as a new project that I currently cannot disclose. But I'm really excited. The people I'm working with are extremely talented. Yeah, it makes me wonder, like, maybe after CG1 is, like, done, like 100%, like, done, where we can't think of any other patches to make for it. Maybe I can do, like, another 2D project on the side. And then it could be something that I stream, because I miss streaming game development. So I think it'd be pretty cool if I could do, like, another, like, small 2D game project alongside the other, like, one that I can't talk about just yet. I'll have to give it some thought. Because I don't want to start a game project unless it's something that I know I can finish and remain passionate about throughout. Yeah. And I see you all. I see my underwings. I see what you're cooking in the dev in the dev channel in the SpaceyBat Discord. And I'm impressed. Especially the heckin' like games that you're making specifically for old consoles. Like that one Dragon RPG that somebody's making and it's gonna be like an authentic Game Boy game. That's so nuts. I would never have the patience for that, so like major props. And before it balloons and develops into a much bigger project, that's such a mood. Like how much you wanna bet it's gonna happen just like Chrono Gear, where like, oh, I'm just gonna do this like small little game project for just a few streams, just to show everybody what my design process is. And then I'm like, oh, this is actually so banger, so I need to turn it into like a full-fledged project that lasts like several years. How much you want to bet that's gonna happen? But it's okay because it's great. Like, you meet tons of new people. You make friendships that last a lifetime. Can't even imagine what it would feel like right now to, like, not have made Chrono Gear after all. Like, the people that I met and still interact with on a regular basis, where would they all be? Like, when you think about that sort of thing, it kind of goes to show you that you have more value than you think you do. Even the smallest, like, even the smallest positive interactions that you have with people can, like, have a lasting effect on them. So that's why I do my best to kind of, like, be kind to people. Especially nowadays. Yeah, the biggest things always start with the smallest of whims. Yeah, I like the way that's phrased. Saw that on Blue Sky? Nice. And I can see what you're working on, Will. Wherever you are. Will posted a teaser recently for, like, I don't know if it's like a Metroidvania necessarily or just like a puzzle platformer, but like, he's working on this game called Unearth, where like you play as this like this girl that can punch rocks and stuff. It looks really beautiful, and AdShive is helping out with the pixel art, and it looks awesome. Yeah, digging Metroidvania. Yeah, I'm not sure what genre mashup it's ultimately gonna be, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna like heavily focus on puzzle platforming. Oh, a new face. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. It's nice to have a new face around here. I agree. Yeah, we're just having a Chatty Batty after finishing Deltarune Chapter 5. Yeah, overall I'm quite satisfied with the way Chapter 5 turned out. Like, it's always risky to kind of, like, go in that kind of narrative direction, but, like, I'd say they stick the landing. It's just about as good as it's gonna be, leading up to, the grand finale that everybody's waiting for. And, yeah, like I said in the start of the stream, like, if you think about it, because each Deltarune chapter, has an entirely separate, like, executable with its own codebase, they are all technically different games. And the only thing that they share between each other is like the save data. So it's actually a really smart way of going about it, because if they were all connected, if they all shared a common code base, it would be such a pain in the neck to have to like check all of the previous chapters to make sure that nothing broke. But each chapter is essentially a sequel, and we're up to Deltarune 5. And then we're getting Deltarune 6 a year from now. Yeah. Yeah, and I also remember I had a conversation recently with one of my good friends and colleagues. And they actually said that they would be really interested to see how I would make a Metroidvania. Like, it's weird because I feel like I don't like have as much of an interest in Metroidvanias as I do like more straightforward platform games. You know, like Mega Man and Sonic and all that. But at the same time, we have streamed a lot of Metroidvania games on this channel, and I've thoroughly enjoyed them. Like, it's because of this community that I was able to like get the motivation to play Symphony of the Night for the first time, and I love it. It's one of my favorite games ever now. I feel like it's just because, like, the element of streaming just, like, makes it easier to not get stuck. So, like, I think if a Metroidvania, like, inherently has a good, like, system for navigation, then I would probably, like, enjoy it on my own time. But yeah, it makes me wonder, like, because, like, I feel like my passion is just with, like, the more straightforward, time attack-based platformers. So it's kind of hard to imagine how I would fit that sort of, style into a Metroidvania setting. I guess I could do something like Mega Man ZX, but like a little bit better than how I handled it. Where like you have like a, you know, you have like the Metroidvania part of the map, which is just kind of like a big donut, almost, essentially, in terms of like layout. And then along the donut, you have branching paths that lead to like self-contained levels. So in a sense, like the Metroidvania part of it would just be like a really massive open world hub area. You know, that kind of reminds me of the Spiral games too, where like the hubs are pretty substantial. Like they have a lot that you can find in them by exploring, and they have enemies to fight too, stuff to collect. But ultimately, they are just the gateway to the actual levels, where you just kind of like enter the gates, and then you have like the levels themselves act as their own little like self-contained challenges. So I could see that sort of donut method serving me well if I were to make a Metroidvania game, to where like I could still have the focus on speed that I usually do, but specifically for the branching paths on the main map. And to like clearly distinguish the separation, I could have like similar like gates as Spiral. Yeah, at the very least, I think that would be a good way to kind of like gently ease myself into that genre in terms of development. Because there's a lot of like synergy that you also have to consider with a Metroidvania about like, okay, when do I want the player to unlock this particular ability? When do I want them to collect this item? If they collect it out of order, what are some clever design tricks I can use to kind of like reward them for that? Because I feel like a good Metroidvania also rewards outside the box thinking. Because if there's like a very like specific route that you have to take in Metroidvania, then there really isn't a point to it being a Metroidvania to begin with. Like some of the classics, like Castlevania and Metroid, which the genre was named after, they are still popular to this day because of how non-linear they are. Yeah, map design is very important. So it's something that I definitely have to consider, but I feel like I honestly got pretty close with a couple of the levels in Chrono Gear. They almost feel like mini Metroidvanias, specifically the maze and Tower of Darkness. The first section of Tower of Darkness, more or less. Because they both really lean into like exploring an open-ended area and collecting enough things to progress. Yeah, uninteresting map design can really sour a Metroidvania. Like, I feel like above all else, there needs to be enough variety to justify the non-linearity. If all of your areas look the same, play the same, have the same content, then what's the point? And the one thing that has served me well in all my years of making games is variety. Make sure that you keep your players excited about what's around every corner by like regularly introducing new concepts, new enemies, new items, new gimmicks. Yeah. Even if they're just slight changes to existing gimmicks, like it's still better than reusing stuff wholesale. And like what I prescribe to the Mega Man style, where they don't really reuse anything until the final levels, and by that point, by reusing them, it feels like a proper final exam. Yeah. Basically, don't do what Metroid Prime 4 did. Oh, is it kind of samey then? That's unfortunate. You remember Axiom Verge having a problem with environments and enemies being samey? I've heard good things about that game, actually. So it's interesting to see the other side of the coin in that regard. Yeah, too linear. Yeah, I remember enjoying the Momodora series. I specifically played the first one, and then Reverie in the Moonlight. And then there's like one more after that, and then the second one was kind of just like, eh. Literally no need for a map in Prime 4. Yeah. Axiom Verge is still pretty solid. Nice. I just realized I never played Banjo-Tooie. Is it worth playing? Because Because I loved Banjo-Kazooie as a kid. Well, I feel like Tui came out around the same time that Rare was starting to go a little overboard with their collectathon elements. And I think Tui was kind of the start of the problem from what I've heard. And it came to its, like, logical conclusion in Donkey Kong 64. You'll be heading out, take care. Oh, no problem, Maps. Yeah, it's pretty much feeding time, so let me see if there's somebody that we can raid into. Also, once again, our games are currently on sale as part of the Steam Summer Sale. So if you're interested, I am the producer of the Freedom Planet series, and also Chrono Gear One of Time, which is a hollow indie game. And we also published Pedal Crash and Grapple Force Arena. And they're all on discount right now. It's good. Tui is good, but it gets a bit overboard with the collectibles. It's also very, very big. Yeah, I think I remember that being a point of contention too, where the levels were a lot more, like, a lot bigger than the original Banjo-Kazooie. Like, it's Banjo-Kazooie kind of is more reminiscent to me of Mario 64, where the levels kind of feel like dioramas almost. Where there's always this, like, really high point in the level where you can kind of see the entire place. And that actually really helps with, like, exploration. And it's a good way to reward platforming. Because if you manage to platform your way all the way to the top, and then you can get, like, a good bird's eye view of anything you might have missed down below. Yeah. Remember, height and gravity are a resource in platformers. You can reward players with height. And it can be something as simple as, like, hitting them with a certain attack will boost you upwards. Or, like, bouncing on a spring will boost you upwards. Or as complex as, like, entire platforming sections where you're constantly fighting gravity. So intelligent use of, like, gravity and physics can really, like, take you a long way with designing for a platform game. Kazooie has the best level size and scope in your opinion? Yeah. That's the impression I get too. Yeah, what kind of player doesn't enjoy some uppies? It's just inherently satisfying to perform an action and be rewarded with a height boost. Yeah, that was my eureka moment when I was designing the final Lapras fight in Chrono Gear. I was like, what if crossing swords with her boosted you upwards? And then that caused it to turn into this really cool, like, anime-esque, like, sword fight in the sky, and you're fighting on top of a giant sword in outer space, and it's just like, let's freaking go! It's moments like that really remind me of how joyful it is to make games like this. Like, it makes you feel like you're a kid, and you're just coming up with, like, all sorts of, like, interesting concepts, and you actually have the skill and know-how to pull them off as an adult. Okay. I see some people playing some games. Sonic Lost World. Interesting. What else we got? Okay. I see. Okay. Yeah, might as well. Alright, let's raid into Amalia, shall we? Amalia Solaris. Okay. I think I spelled it correctly. There we go. Alright, here's our raid message if you're subscribed to me. Otherwise, you can say that raid. But without further ado, I shall bid you all adieu. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. And congratulations to Toby Fox and the Deltarune crew for a successful Chapter 5 release. Very much looking forward to the next chapter next year. But I hope you all have the best of weekends. Like I said, I won't be able to stream Friday because I'll be with family. But next week, I'm gonna be here, and we'll play some cool stuff. Maybe we'll play Spiral, maybe we'll play Mega Man or Sonic. I'll give it some thought. And then if the mood's right, then we can play one of those games. But I hope you all have the best of weekends. Please take care of yourselves. Stay cool if you're in a warm climate right now. Stay warm if you're in the southern hemisphere because it's winter down there. But either way, take care and that's a wrap. Bye. Bye.